I bet you do, Tori. Oh! I bet you do, Tori. We are here. I didn't hit the other button. What the hell, that's all right. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Bless your hearts. We are all here on this afternoon. Thank you so very much for being here. Tori, you've had all these years to find out, so okay. I'll be acting brand new. How y'all doing? Okay. How y'all doing on this Monday afternoon? I mean, what day is it? Tuesday afternoon. We had a great show in the midday. In fact, the midday show was as exciting as I like the evening shows to be. Usually the midday show is a milder show. But today it was a very exciting 2 hours. Okay, just 2 hours. Y'all got 2 hours out of me at midday. Before I get into what my show is about tonight, and I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off of the midday show, but I am putting together a cruise, the Cussing Pastor Cruise. And I want you to go. I want you to go. I've reserved 50 rooms. That can either be 1 in a room, 2 in a room, 4 in a room. I should have the cost later on tonight or tomorrow. The cruise, is September the 4th for the Labor Day weekend, which gives you time to get ready. I'm going to break the payments of whatever it is going to be. I'm going to break the payments up so that you can make your payments. Now, if you start making payments and you don't pay, you don't get no money back. Okay, I'm telling you that already up front. Okay. Self-made, this ain't your motherfucking chat room, so whether somebody speaks to you or not really does not matter. You know, come on, ain't nobody going to speak to me. Shit, what the fuck? Who the fuck is you? Okay. Now, all of you who are planning to go, because I'm making a list, you need to go to the email. You don't need a passport to go to the Bahamas. Okay? The Bahamas, you do not need a passport on ship. Okay? You don't need your passport. Okay? I know it's a joke. They don't like you like that. Okay? You don't need a passport. Sade, I'm going to be looking for you on the boat. Okay. I've taken, well, I will know nothing about no Cubic passports, so don't come on my page with that bullshit. I have been told by the company, and I'm using a reputable black, I don't know the fuck you is. I'm using a reputable black firm. Well, good. I'm going to be looking for you, Sade. And I have been assured, that's the reason I'm putting it off until September. Okay? Labor Day weekend. If you've never taken a cruise, come go with me, cruise with me. We're going to have an exciting time. Okay? We're going to have a very exciting time. I'm going to probably arrange in the 4 or 5 days that we are going. I'm probably going to have a big party. I might get a band or or a good singer, blues singer to come out. Second, goddamn, if you just sit here and listen, baby, you'll hear me say everything that needs to be said about it. We're cruising to the Bahamas. Okay? We'll be cruising out of Charleston. It's what is it, North or South Carolina, whichever one it happens to be. Okay? So, how much is it? I don't know yet. But if you ain't got no money, I ain't telling you nowhere. Okay? We're going to the Bahamas. If this is the South, thank you. I didn't know. Now somebody said no. We're going leaving out of Charleston. If this year is a success, next year I'm doing Hawaii. I didn't want to hit you with Hawaii the first year because Hawaii is a little costly trip. Okay, and we will start in the beginning of the year for that. Now, don't miss your niece wedding. You know, don't miss your niece wedding to go with this. We will have a great time. Yes, right. Use your income tax checks. You'll be able to pay down on the trip. You will be paying it directly to the travel agency. Barbara Jones, listen, goddammit, I ain't asked you about no pandemic. I plan in advance. Damn. I get all you brilliant motherfuckers that come in here and start asking a whole lot of goddamn questions that I've already went through with the travel agency. Okay? Either go or don't go. Shit. But don't come here with all these goddamn questions. I've asked all the questions. I've already blocked 50 rooms. Okay? So you can take your family, your loved ones. If I need more than 50, I'll do that. But if you're going, you've got to go to the email that's going across the screen. For those of you on here, y'all don't see it. So let me put it on here for Instagram. When you email me, please have enough sense to put your name on it. God damn. You got them crazy ass titles for your email. I don't know, baby. I don't know who you are. Okay? I don't know who you are. So, put your name and your telephone number there. Okay? I don't know about no goddamn petition for Emmett Till. I ain't signed no petition for no Emmett Till. Emmett Till been dead 50-some years. I don't know nothing about. I have not signed no petition for no Emmett Till. What good would sign a petition for Emmett Till do? He good and dead. Okay. So I ain't signed no petition for no Emmett Till. So I don't know what you're thanking me for. Because I ain't signed them. Okay. But I want you to go. We're gonna have a ball. He been dead. I think he died 1953. He been dead as long as I've been living. Okay. They're trying to lock the lady up for lying on him. Baby, I ain't been more concerned about no Emmett Till. Baby, I got some live situations to be dealing with. I don't know why y'all be always concerned about dead folk that's been dead a long time. I ain't concerned about it. Emmett Till been dead. So the white woman done confessed. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. I'm okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about the petition. So I would have to see the petition and understand why you're doing a petition. Yeah, he still reminds us we ain't come no long way, brother. We still, black folk are still. Bobby, who got released from prison today? See, y'all coming up with all this shit. Who is Bobby? What Bobby got released from prison today? Bobby who? Shit. Damn. Quit worrying me about all these goddamn dead folk. I ain't worried about dead folk. I'm worried about stuff that's going on in our world right now. I don't give a fuck about no Bobby the rapper. I don't know who he is. I ain't never listened to him. I don't know a goddamn song he does. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know what he went to prison for. So why y'all worrying about some motherfucker that I don't know? Who care? Shit. I'm talking about my goddamn cruise, and y'all worrying me about some motherfucking dead folk. Damn. Now y'all bring that shit up again. I'm gonna take your ass off the page. What the who's Bobby? Shit. I mean, we got situations that's dealing with us that's alive. And you motherfuckers keep on telling me what Emmett Till. Emmett Till was dead before I was born. Shit. Why y'all focus y'all minds on dead shit and dead people? Shit. I'm talking about the goddamn trip. Fuck somebody dead. Damn. Ooh, shit. Veteran Rebel, I said what the fuck I want. If you don't like what I said, Veteran Rebel, goddamn it, get your motherfucking ass off the goddamn page. Thanks. Why I said what I said. I said what I said because I'm grown. Because I want to. I'm an old motherfucker that can say whatever the fuck he wants to say. See, y'all gonna sound worthy already in the program. Now, back to the cruise. And anybody asks me anything else about anything else other than what I'm talking about, I'm gonna block your ass. If you don't believe me, try me. Ooh. Damn. Emmett Till. Okay. The cruise, September the 4th. Out of Charleston, y'all said South Carolina, that's where we're going. Yeah. To get out your child. I don't know what the fuck that means. There it is. It's pinned. For those of you on Instagram, it's pinned at the bottom of the page. Also, those of you that's on the other mediums is scrolling across the page. It's September the 4th. One of the first questions that I asked the agent who owns her own company, April 1st, I will block your ass too. Do you see me talking about preacher something some while here? I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't care. If the preacher's selling water, I don't care. If you're stupid enough to buy it from a preacher that's reselling water, that's you. Why you think it's an issue with me? It's not. Now, I told you. Now, April, I'm giving you a second chance because you've been on the page so a long time. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Maybe trying to raise some money for his church. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all won't give in the goddamn offerings. So maybe he's trying to raise some money for his church. I don't know. Don't care. I don't care about water being sold. Drink it, take a bath in it, do whatever you're going to do with it. But they probably put your ass off of page 2. You ain't exempt. Damn. The trip. I want y'all to go on the trip. I want you to go on the trip. All you got to do is go to cussingpastormember@gmail.com. Say that you're interested in the trip. And leave your name and your phone number. Okay? All right. All right. So that's that on that. Just going across the screen. There it is at the bottom. But see, y'all worry about things that's immaterial. You worried about, man, selling some water. Why? Why you care? Okay? Why do you care? Why you care? Why you care that the man bought some money with his own money and he's reselling some water? Why? Because he's a preacher? And again, he might be trying to raise some money from the church. I don't know. But you get in your minds what you think is supposed to happen, especially when it's a preacher. Why didn't your ignorant ass mention all the other folk that's buying water and reselling it? Why didn't you mention all of the Chinese folks, the Vietnamese folk? But you're going to bring me a preacher name. That makes you a dumb motherfucker. That makes you stupid. That makes you out of tune with where we are today. You didn't bring me no white folks' names that bought some water and reselling it. You didn't bring me no white folk or Chinese folk that's indicating. Well, you must care. You brought that shit to me. You was in my inbox with that bullshit. White folk buy stuff from Kroger's and stores every day, take it into the black community and resell it. But you don't send me their names, but you get a black preacher that's selling some water. And I got 2-3 dumb motherfuckers sent me that shit today. Every day, the white man, the Jew, the Chinese, the Portuguese, every kind of niece is coming into our community. They buying stuff at a low cost, coming back into our community and selling it at a high cost. You want to stop them? Open up a store in the black community. Yeah, you do care, April Fierce, because you brought it to me. You was in my inbox with that bullshit. So isn't it strange? Then why you didn't bring me their name? Come on. Don't just bring me the black man's name. When you go to Walmart, Walmart is a retailer. Walmart, bitch, you gone. You come every day and change your goddamn name. I'm a rude motherfucker. And I hate ugly bitches like you. Okay. Do you think Walmart buy the water at the price they sell you? Yeah. In the store that you go to and you buy water for $3-4 a case, probably didn't cost them but $1 a case. So it's called free enterprise. Y'all get your little panties in a wab over bullshit. If he's selling the water and you don't want the water, you don't buy it. That's all it is. That's all it is. If I can get you to buy a case of water for $10, I'll sell it too. It's about making a profit. Y'all go to the Chinese store, them Iranian store, and buy them cigarettes one individually. In the state of Tennessee, it's illegal to buy cigarette by cigarette, pay 50 cents or whatever you pay for a cigarette. But you buy them. You go into the Iranian store, he can cuss you out, call you out, all kind of bitches and hoes. He. I'll be back to your store this evening. Okay? You do that, looses or whatever y'all call them. You do that to everybody but our folk. You want to make an issue. You want to make an issue out of a motherfucker. If you're a preacher, okay? Okay. And either you want some water or you don't want no water. Shit. Shit, let the man sell his water if he wants to sell his water. Shit. You stupid motherfucker. See, the black man, the black preacher. Y'all just ain't gonna give a preacher a chance. But he got to live. His ministry got to grow. Or whatever he's doing. If he's selling it for himself, it's okay. It's okay. Learn to love who you are. Learn to love your black skin. Pastor, you're not matching. Man, I'm going to tell you what I am doing. I'm putting dumb motherfuckers off the page like you. Motherfucker, you can't see this pink in this man, fuck you. The poor black pastor can't do shit. But you don't believe in the black preacher, you don't believe in the black church, but when your ass needs a basket at Thanksgiving, where you run your ass to? When you need a utility bill and they're giving something away at the church, where you run to? I gave away last year 1,000 baskets. I mean, full sacks of groceries. They lined up around the church. Yes, sir. Thank you. We sure do appreciate you, Pastor Matthews, for giving us these here something to eat. I ain't seen now one of them motherfuckers on a Sunday morning. 3 years in a row, I spent my money because y'all don't give, and y'all wasn't giving at that time, and all that stuff. About 30 bicycles, brand new bicycles. I spent about $1,000 or more on toys. Church was crowded that Sunday morning. They got the free toys. Ain't seen them no more. So when you start, and that awesome churches, yes, I expose. But you want to give to everything else but the ministries. I spent $40,000 year before last of my money burying folks. Now you can bury your mama in the front yard. You don't have to take it to the backyard. Ain't doing that no more. Because black folk are ungrateful to ministries that are trying to help people. The family, I buried a young lady, didn't know her. I went to the house. Mama didn't have no furniture in the house. I bought a house full of furniture and put in the house. Stove, refrigerators, beds, living room, dining room shit. I put it in there. Got the casket, got the clothes for to wear in the casket, got the grave for. Then I had to pull my gun at the cemetery because the motherfucking brother who didn't give a dime said you should have put it in a vault. You put the casket on the naked ground. Motherfucker, I'll blow your ass clean away. I stopped. Shit. Okay. Don't get me started. Gonna wear me about some water. So, if you're going on a trip, or you're interested in going on the trip, you know when to take your vacation, go ahead on and do it. Shit. And black folk, you don't appreciate nothing unless it's free. Mm-mm. What about the visitor? You don't appreciate people that try to do for you. When the white man does nothing for you, you love him. You love the white man that don't do nothing for you. Nothing. But you hate a black man that does something for you and loves his people. You love a nickel and dime preacher that all he gonna tell you about is dying and go to heaven. But when I try to give you stuff about living, you don't like that shit. Shame, you found out some things in reading that book you didn't know, didn't you? Yeah. I'm so tired. And I love helping people. I love giving because that's where I get my blessings from. I fed hungry folk. Everything I do ain't publicized. Because some things in folk ain't for publicity. Huh? Some things ain't. It ain't for publicity. I'll go downtown. I got brothers downtown that know me, especially if I'm in that purple truck. Got brothers that can't make it. They can hardly bear it. Man, and they don't ain't gonna give them no money. They'll see me downtown going to get something to eat. Man, I just want something to eat. I'll take them inside and buy them a meal. I ain't gonna put no money in their hand, but I buy them a meal. And I'll tell the restaurant manager, I'm gonna spend some money so he can eat. I'm gonna spend some money so he can get full. But if you ain't gonna let him sit in this restaurant like a decent human being, I ain't gonna spend my money on him. I got a place downtown called the Flying Fish I used to go to. And please don't tell me about nobody said nothing. I see the page. And I had ate good. Dale was working with me then. I ate good. Because see, God good to me. They specialize in crab legs and stuff like that. I spent $120 some. Full. Came out the place. Brothers, my truck was parked. I said, "That's your picture on the truck." I said, "Yeah, brother, that's my picture on the truck." "You famous?" I said, "Well, that's what some say." I said, "Man, what's really on your mind? You ain't crazy about that truck." Man, I ain't had nothing to eat in 2 days. Can you just give me $5 and I'm going to go to Burger King or somewhere and give me something to eat? Burger King was a long ways from where we were downtown. I said, "Brother, you eat crab legs?" He looked at me. I said, "You like crab legs?" "Yes, sir." I went back in. I said, "Man," I took the restaurant on. I said, "Get this guy a couple of pounds of crab legs. Give him some shrimp, some fried green tomatoes, and something to drink." He said, the owner, they Mexicans, "You gonna do that for him?" I said, "Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do that for him." And the man asked me, "Why you do that for him?" I said, "Do you want my money?" I said, "I come in here, I spend good money. Every time I come in your restaurant, it costs me over $100. I said, "The only thing I ask of you, because I got to go. I can't stay here. Sweet Peaches, you're gone." This is weird. Let me see, is that you? Who said that? Wait a minute. Yeah. You go. I said, man, let him sit there and you eat. And I gave the guy my cell phone number. I said, now, if you got a problem, if they try to put you out, you call me. And I'm going to come back by here. And every time that man see me coming downtown now, he don't ask me for no something to eat. Because I park a lot of times in a no parking zone. Most police don't bother me no way down there. He said, I'll watch your truck for you, sir. I'm going to watch your truck. I give him a little change or something. See, the reason many of you are not blessed, and I'm finna get into my subject. The reason that many of you are not blessed is because you have not learned to give. I ain't missed a thing in the pandemic. And I ain't making the money I was making this time last year. Quit worrying about what other folks say. Selena, I got this. I got this. And I'll help somebody. And let me tell you something. I'll help white folk. If I see you hungry, because see, a poor white man that can't support his family is worse than a poor black man. Because we know how to take a pig apart and eat everything he got. But learn to give. I might talk about this Sunday morning. The benefits of giving. But God just keep on blessing me. I have health issues, and the Lord just keep on blessing my health. Some days I don't feel like going all day doing this like I do it every day. Getting up at 5:30 doing a 3-hour show, coming back in the middle of the day doing a 2-hour show, coming back at night doing a 2-3 hour show. But God set me on a mission, and he set me on a task. And he lets me know that you're going to be hated by folks that don't even know you. I've run into folks that tell me, you ain't as bad as they say you are. I said, they say? I said, brother, so you were judging me based on they say. Yeah, man, I was hearing this. They say. And I've learned about this city here. And the scripture says, a prophet is without honor in his own land. And I've come to understand that. That's when I teach and I preach as hard as I do, because you can't stop me. I got a powerful force that you can't beat, and no weapon that is formed against me can prosper. So shoot your best shot. Now let me get into this show. Let me get into this show. The midday show was a very powerful show. In my inbox this morning, Bernadette down in Gulfport, Mississippi was in my inbox. She has 4 children by 4 different men, and she wanted to give her points on it. Bernadette is, I don't know how old Bernadette is. She owns 3 businesses, and she's doing all right. In fact, I got her doing some work for me right now. We discussed some things. And I found out in my conversation that she's had 8 men in her life. She's had 8 men in her life. And she's dismissed every one of them. Bernadette is a self-sufficient woman. She don't need a man's money. So it don't take but a little bit, and she just dismissed you. That conversation was okay. Then I talked with a girl out of Porter, Texas, by the name of Marie James. Marie has 6 children by 6 men. And in my conversation with her, we found out, and she said it out of her mouth, she just wanted to be loved. So, she fucking. She says she's a good mother. But every man that she's had has abused her. Mentally, maybe even physically. So I sat after the show and I took in the things that these women had said. Especially Marie, who says that she's 35 and she has not seen her father since she was 2 years old. And that she's been looking for love all of her life. So I come back this evening with the question: is it your father's fault? Is the reason that you feel what you feel about a man, is it because there was no father in your house? Is the reason that you have no respect and no honor for a man because you never had a man in the house to teach you about love and a man? You had no man to tell you, well, a man will use you for your pussy. A man will tell you anything that you think you want to hear to get your pussy. He'll tell you that he loves you. He'll tell you that he'll be with you forever. But is it because I don't add anybody to my goddamn room? Y'all tell this dumb bitch I don't add nobody. You call me when I open up the phone lines. This is a show that's televised and shit. the reason that a lot of women have go from relationship to relationship to relationship because you never saw a relationship at your house? Going nowhere. Is that it? Is the reason that a woman sleeps with man after man after man after man after man after man after man is because there has not been a man there to tell you how or to show you how. A man is supposed to treat you. Your mama didn't have a good man. So your mama had a hatred for your daddy. And your mama passed this hatred that she had for your daddy because daddy didn't want her, ran off and left her. She instilled an hatred for you. But it's still your daddy's fault even if he didn't like the mama. He could say about you. I hear you saying, Malame or whatever your name is, that sometimes it's your flesh calling. But was there a father around you to tell you how to deal with your flesh calling? Did you miss your daddy's love? Do you miss your daddy's love? You get mad at your life and you go back and you look at your daddy. Boy, y'all timing out just when I'm finna get hot. Yeah. Instagram, y'all finna time out in about a minute and a half. I'm going to bring you back. Okay. I'm going to bring you back so we can talk about this. And I'd like to hear from some of you. Women that sleep around usually molested as kids. I differ with you on that. Every woman that sleeps around has not been molested. No. Your mother hates me and I don't know why. Perfect Keller, I want you to call me when I open up the phone lines. Let's talk, baby. Let's minister tonight. I want to hear that. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. You want to feel love, and you want to feel the love of a man. You was hurt as a child. I want you to call me. We're gonna minister tonight on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. That's what it's all about in the first place. Y'all timing out. I'm gonna bring you right back. Yo, come on back in. Have you found one? Have you found it?
I'm in this Walmart here on Winchester. They ain't got their files in here trying to find them. Trying to where they do some internet. I'm searching the one in Cordova to see if they got one that's
So what do
you know,
you?
you don't want to pay no damn $500 or $600 for that. Now I
mm,
don't have a class in the morning, so I'm searching to see if they got it on Germantown Perfect. Because if they do, then I can get up in the morning and go and see. And these things by the time your technician get there at 9. So they checking it out for me to see if they got it in stock because I know you like say you don't want to pay no $500-$600.
No, I don't pay no $500 or $600.
I know.
But
I know, baby.
but I'm on the air too. But I got to have one.
I know, baby.
I gotta have a
Okay.
laptop. All right.
I got you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Y'all come on back in. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Oh, that ain't what I wanted to do. I think that this is a very crucial subject. Um, and I'm going to take the time to deal with this subject on tonight. And any of you ladies that would like to call me, please feel free to call me. Is the lack of having a father affecting your relationship or affecting your life now? And y'all already know I don't answer no block calls. Also, go get my book. Okay, get the book. It's a must read. Many of you that have read the book, you're finding out things about me that you didn't know. I should have had the book longer, but I thought, hell, I think it's enough. No, perfect. I'll tell you when I want you to call in and talk to me in just a few minutes. Get the book. The book is good. If I do say so myself. If you want the ebook, you can get it right now. It's $14.99. Go to the heading that you see right now. Let me put this up here for you Instagram people. www.chocolatereadings.com Floyd the / the cussing pastor. Okay. Order the book. 20 for hard copy it's $19.99. I came out on Monday with Amazon. I was number one in two religious categories. And out of all of the books that Amazon do, I was number 88. And that was on Friday. And I thank each and every one of you that has purchased the book. I will not be discussing the details of the book on there. If you want to know what the details of the book is, buy it. Okay? Buy the book. Also, I'm getting ready for the cruise. I booked a cruise for September the 4th, Labor Day weekend, to the Bahamas. Okay? No, it will not be released on iTunes. I done told you how it's released, so that's the way you get it. Damn. Y'all always want something new. I done told you where it is. Okay? So get it the way that it is. If you want to go on the cruise, you've got to send me an email with your name and address. And you send it to the email of cussingpastormember at gmail.com. Cussingpastormember at gmail.com. I must have your name. Okay? I got no choice. I didn't ask you a goddamn thing about It's the Biggest Story. Did I ask you that, brother? Okay? Put your book where the fuck you want to put your book. Why the fuck y'all always want to tell me how to run my goddamn business? Damn. I hate motherfuckers that always want to say, well, do it this way. Motherfucker, you ain't got a damn book. You can't join my goddamn live, baby. You have to call me on the phone. I don't do that. This must be your first time here. You call me on the phone. This is a real talk show. We're on multiple mediums right now, darling. Okay? Multiple mediums. Oh, Jesus. Y'all gonna drive me back to drinking, and the doctor done told me I can't have no more brown. I need some Hennessy so bad. Wash your mouth out with soap. No, wash it out with this comb that come out my dick. Now, bye. Ooh. Now, you're a woman, and you've went through trauma in your life. You've had trauma. And you tried to figure out where the trauma is coming from. You've never had the love of a man. You've never had the love of your mama, your daddy. And in many cases, you haven't had the love of your mama either. You've been left to fend for yourself. You have a negative attitude towards men because you have never learned what love happens to be. You don't know. Now, young lady, if you want to call me, you can now. Area code 901-231-9239. And let's talk about it. Okay? 901-231-9239. Okay? So, that's phone, baby. You said you wanted to talk? There it is. The phone's line is open. When you call me, make sure you ain't got whatever it is that you're watching me on, that you don't have it up.
a voicemail, press 2.
What's your name?
Junior.
Sir, I didn't ask you to call me. Bye. I want the young lady to call me. I don't want Junior to call me. Fuck, I want to talk to you for. Darling, you said you wanted to talk? So here's the opportunity. 901-231-9239. That's my number. I don't even want to talk to silly men tonight. Men, this is one of those subjects that you sit back and you listen to. Because I'm talking to you tonight. I'm talking to women who have issues with fatherhood and have issues with men. Because really, what is it as a man you can say about this? Nothing. See, because my question becomes you, are you a father that's talking to your daughters?
Stephanie. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Are you a young lady on the page?
Yes. Hi, how are you?
You're a perfect keto?
No, excuse me?
What's your name on the page?
Stephanie.
Okay. All right, well, go ahead and I'll listen to you because she ain't calling. What's on your mind?
Oh, okay. I have something off topic. I'm just now joining this
Ma'am,
live right now.
why are you calling me off topic? Who told you could talk to me off topic?
I'm sorry, but can I still ask the question, Pastor?
No, ma'am. If it's not about what I'm talking about, why? Huh?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you're not watching me, right?
That's because I just came on live.
Okay, then what you need to do is watch the show, ma'am. I don't want to entertain anything that is off of the subject that I'm on.
Okay.
Damn. Why is it so hard for black folks to understand? I want to talk to you about something off topic. Why? If it's off topic, it ain't on the topic I'm talking about. Then let's try again. Buffalo, New York.
Ready? To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What is your name, ma'am?
Marquita, just Kita, pretty Kita 80.
Are you on the page?
Yes, I'm on there right now.
Okay. Are you the woman that wanted to talk?
Yes.
Okay. All right, what's on your mind?
I want to talk about the conversation that you were talking about as far as women who go through situations as far as being like pedophiles or being molested and things like that.
I haven't said anything about pedophiles or molesting. But go ahead.
It's about the fact that I went through like, you know how you said about victims and women who go through situations.
Ma'am, do you have me on the speakerphone?
Remember, I just talked to you.
I said, do you have me on a speakerphone?
Yeah, you want me to take you off?
I mean, don't that make good sense when you're having a conversation with someone?
Okay, I'm sorry. I got you off speaker because I didn't know how it worked. I never did that before.
Just like you're on a regular telephone conversation.
Okay. I'm on here now. I apologize.
Okay. Now tell me what's happening.
So, like, when you were speaking about things like as far as like women who, I can't like say verbatim what you said, but it
it touched me a little bit because like I have issues with like men, things that I've been through in my past, and my mother, and it's like a like a repeating cycle. Like my grandmother was molested and raped my mother, then me, generation. And I'm just trying to figure out how to have a better relationship with my mother because she didn't believe me. She didn't believe what I told her. She didn't trust me.
All right, let's slow down. Let's slow down.
I'm sorry.
And let's go back.
I'm from Buffalo, so I talk fast.
Yeah, y'all slow in Buffalo.
We not. Whoa.
Yeah.
We not slow.
Everybody in New York a little slow, boy.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
So, how old were you when you were molested?
Pardon me?
How old were you when you were molested?
The first time on 4.
You was 4. How many times were you molested?
So him twice. So 2 years with my one cousin, and then a year. It went twice with a step parent, and then I was raped when I was 12, and then again when I was 16.
Okay.
So it went on for a little while.
Okay, so
and now
the people.
I'm 40.
So the people that were molesting you, were they family members?
Yes, except for one. The rape wasn't a family member.
Okay. The people that were related to you, what were the family relations?
Cousins and a stepfather.
Your stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, did you go to your mother?
Mm-hmm.
And
in school.
What did you tell your mother?
Well, I went to school first, right? And then they called and told my aunt. And they told my mother, and my mother asked me why didn't I tell her in the beginning. And I told her because I knew you was in love with him. And it was December 15th, 1992 when this happened. And she basically, made us move out. Made us move in with my grandmother. Stayed with him, and then, like, maybe 6 months after, she let us come back home. And he was there, and it was just like, it was life as usual.
So, you all moved out, and she kept the man.
Just me and my siblings. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, you and your siblings moved out, or you were put somewhere else, and she kept the man.
Yes.
Okay. What was your mother's words when you told her that your stepfather was molesting you? He was raping you. It's still rape.
Well, it didn't fully go for throttle with him. It was just attempt. It was like how a pedophile get into getting you comfortable for that procedure because I had been through it and I knew it was wrong. That's why I reported it.
So what was he doing?
So it was just like
what was he doing to you? Touching you?
Like the grinding, like the nibbling on the breast, things like that.
So what did your mother say when you told her?
She had us go live with my grandmother for a little while.
She had what now?
Me and my siblings. She had us go live with my grandmother for a little while, me and my siblings.
What did she tell you was the reason why you were going to live with your grandmother?
Just to get us away, and maybe, he, was going through things. He was on drugs at the time. And so it was probably the drugs that made him try to do that to us. And that basically was it.
But your mom didn't want was this her husband or boyfriend?
It was her boyfriend, and then he became my husband. I was in a while.
Okay. So she didn't want to disassociate herself with the man.
No. She said as long as I'm long enough, she's just going to stay.
She said as long as what?
As I brung it up, she was going to keep staying. She'll leave him when she wants to. And she didn't leave him until I was almost 30.
Okay. You wasn't at the house when you were 30, though, was you?
No, of course
Okay.
not. I had left home when I was 16.
Okay.
Even though I did come back one time before, but I just want to say one thing though, that I do love him though, because that was the only father I had. To this day, I love him. Like if he was having him, I would be hurt because that was still my father.
You love your rapist?
Yeah, I'm being honest with you. Yeah.
So
I do.
if you love your rapist, then what emotional situation has he placed you in?
I was placed in a situation where I had to have no choice. How could I not? When this is the person raising you, that's the same thing as being raised in a house with a serial killer.
How old are you?
I mean, what could I have changed?
How old are you now?
Right now,
How old are you?
I'm 40. I'll be 41.
Okay. Why do you love him?
Because that was the only father that I ever had. Outside of that, that's the only thing I ever knew.
So,
I mean, when I told before, I still was around them people who tried and attempted.
So do you? Wait a minute. You're talking and ain't listening.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She getting counseling. Damn. You love your rapist because he's the only what?
Father that I ever had.
What makes you think he was a father?
He did fatherly things for us. Took care of us, provided for us.
So does a father molest his daughter?
Of course not, but I'm just letting you know from my standpoint. I can't speak about nobody else.
We're talking about your standpoint. Does a father, a man that loves his daughter, does this man rape his daughter?
Well, I'm just saying from the household that I grew up in.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a common sense question.
I understand. I don't want you to be aggressive with me. I only want to speak because I really...
You're 40 years old now. Okay, so don't give me the childhood answer. Give me the answer.
I'm giving you the direct answer.
Ma'am, give me the realistic answer for right now. Do you think at 40 years old, you 40 right now, do you think at 40 years old that a father rapes his daughter?
Of course not, no.
Okay, so then, you want us to believe that he was a good father.
No, I don't want you to believe anything. I'm just telling you my story.
No.
I'm not trying to sell.
Wait a minute.
I'm just telling you my reality. I'm not trying to make you believe anything.
You're not living in a reality.
Why am I not?
Because
when that's what I've lived in all my life.
He was not a good father. Because you know him all your life. Because he bought you some cookies and some candies and maybe a pair of shoes.
No, not cookies and candy.
Then what made him a good father?
I was trying to explain it to you, but you to be a defensive. So it's like,
I'm not defensive.
Keep going.
My father is
my life. I mean, I live the life.
So I ain't been defensive. But you're talking around the mulberry bush. All I want is simple,
I'm not.
All I want is simple answers. What made him a good father?
He was a provider. He taught us certain things of ways of living with a man and things like that. To me, he did things that I don't know. I wasn't a father. I was a child. So to me, my biological father wasn't there. He was my father. He took care of us. He provided for us. That's what he did.
Would you have left your daughter in his company?
Of course not.
Wait a minute, baby. Why not? He a good father.
I just told you, to me, he was.
Wait, so you
I didn't know I was going to be judged like that for you telling me you was my...
Ma'am.
I always been following you and thinking that you was like going to give some good advice, but now I feel like I'm got to get something wrong because
we got to deal with the issue. There is no... Wait a minute, Donna.
The issue is I just told you, I'm seeing you on
hush a minute. Ma'am,
give me some leadership or something.
Ma'am, just...
Not like trying to jump on my throat for...
Just be quiet a minute.
No, he not.
Okay, well, you did right hanging up. Because you're a fool. You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. And it insults you It insults you that I'm talking about the man that raped you. Okay? You have an issue right now, and the reason that you hung up, I ain't judging you. That's you. That's still loving your rapist. It bothered you that I said he's not a father. Pimps provide for their hoes. He was a good provider. And so you don't know how professional I am. What is a professional going to say that I ain't saying? Because a motherfucker got a piece of paper on the wall? If she had stayed on the phone and not been defensive over a man who's really not her father. See, many people don't want the truth. She don't want the truth. You want me to dress it up like them people, them therapists that you go to, you come back next week, you go to 25 or 40 times, and you pay them 25, 40 times. That ain't it. And if the way I'm doing it bothers you, I mean, you're more than welcome to leave the program. But you're in denial of who he is, baby. Yeah, somebody made it simple. That's like saying you're a pimp, that a pimp is a good boyfriend. He provides for you. You're ready to protect your abuser. You were not ready to hear. Did you think you could just call and just talk us to death? I asked you something very simple that you want to dance around. What makes him a father? Does buying you some Zuzus and pair of shoes, but you say he messed with your breasts and he was grinding on you. You 30, 40 years old. I love him. Huh? If something happened to him, I'd be messed up because he's my father. He's the only father I know. You call and see, initially you want to call and find why your mama don't like you. Well, she don't. She don't. Because she saw you as taking away from her the man she loved. And that the sad thing is that there are many women who will cast their children or cast their daughters aside for the man. I had members of my church that were going through the same thing. And I think the mother got mad at me. She had 3 daughters. And they were all being molested by her boyfriend that was a preacher. So they went to Dale, and I told Dale, no, this is out your hands. This is something for me to handle. You hit the pass. This is something that I need to handle. I need to know where this man at. They didn't come to me until after they had got the man arrested. I made sure he got plenty of time. But the oldest girl was so distraught because her mother didn't believe her. Her mother didn't do anything about it. That she wrote about it. I know I ain't got it here. It's got to be at the church. She wrote about it. She graphically did a paper on the man molesting her. How when her mother would go to work, he'd come in and he'd shoot the white stuff all over her leg. Ma'am, if you're still watching, you probably not. You just sit down and talk to somebody, and you just sit down and talk to somebody. Maybe you need somebody that's going to just sugarcoat it for you. But I don't understand at 40 years old. You still in denial. Your mama ain't with him no more, you said. But ask yourself, why do you feel that way? Because that was something I was going to ask you. Why do you feel? You say he's a good father. He was a provider. Is that where your feelings for him start and stop? Do you think that it was okay, since you love him, do you think that his actions were okay? Because if anything happened to him and you still love, see, that's out of the normal really thinking. Unless you are in denial. Okay. I'm sorry you hung up on me. You said I got on the defensive. You the one on the defensive, baby. Providing does not make a man a father. And he may have been providing for you to make you comfortable enough for him to molest you. No man that loves his daughter does what you said that this man did to him. No man does that. And for you to accept it, he was setting you up, baby. He was setting you up to have full-blown sex with you. Okay. (901) 231-9239. This is the reason I tell you as women. to stop bringing men in your house over your children. Quit bringing men into your house. If you're going to fuck him, let him get you a room, baby. Quit bringing men into your house. Many men will say that they love you. Many sick pedophile men who suffer from whatever that word is, pedophile, will engage in a relationship with you because they want to be close to your daughter. Let's go to Ladue, Missouri.
Andrea.
To accept, press 1.
Go ahead, Andrea.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you? Go ahead, man. Ma'am? This bitch gonna took me to the Twilight Zone. Damn. Quit bringing men in over your children. I don't know what you did. I started hearing the Twilight Zone and Star Trek music. I don't know whether she was gonna beam me up or what. Are you so desperate for a man? Are you so desperate for a man? Star Trek calling me back.
Andrea.
To accept, press 1.
Baby, what happened? I started hitting the Twilight Zone music.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just a bad connection or something. But how you doing this evening?
I'm great.
Yeah. Well, I have a story. And it also shows how a girl needs her father. When I was like 12 years old, my mother dated this guy. And I had caught the flu real bad. And I have like 6 brothers and sisters. And when one of us would get sick, she would put us at the end of the bed so she could keep an eye on us. So a man she was dating at the time, he was getting ready for work. So he leans over and out of nowhere, he says, if you give me some, I'll pay you when I get off. So remind you, I'm 12 years old. I didn't know how to respond to that, so I started screaming for my mother. So she was asleep, remind you. So she woke up and she was like, what's wrong? So I repeated what he said to me. And he was like, oh, I didn't say that to her. She delirious. She's sick. She probably got a fever. So remind you, he was still bent over in my face. So my mother said, you're not lying. Why are you in her face? Well, to make a long story short, by the time he got off work, he didn't have anything because we moved out of there. She told my father what he did to me, and my father and my uncles, they beat the hell out of him. And I think that's very inappropriate for a man to say that to a little girl. And you are correct. A lot of men get with these women because later on down the line, they're trying to get with their daughters.
Mm-hmm. You in this situation that happened to you, was this man in the bed with you all?
Yeah, well, if one of us was sick, she would put us at the end of the bed. So I wasn't in the bed with them per se. I was like in a cot. But my mother, she was a very loving woman, and she kept close eye on us. So if we were sick, she wanted, to be right there. So I wasn't in the bed with them per se all night long.
Okay. But your mother believed what you were saying.
Well, sure, because like I said, he bent over and said, if you give me some, I'll pay you when I get off. So therefore, if I didn't do that or say anything, why are you still bent over in her face? The proof was in the pudding.
Damn. And your dad and your uncle did what they supposed to do. They beat his ass.
Yep. They beat that ass. And years later, I want to say this happened, I was 12 years old. When I was about 18 years old, I started dating. I started dating his son. He had multiple kids, but I never knew them because him and my mother only dated a short time. And I remember it was a family barbecue that they were having. And we walked in, and if looks could kill, I would have fell over dead. And I don't know why he looked at me all funny. You tried to molest me.
Did you bring it up at the barbecue?
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't want to ruin a good time. I never mentioned it to the guy I was dating. I just slowly backed off of him. And I'm sure his daddy didn't say too much because you look like a pedophile saying that, she claimed I tried to molest her when she was a little girl. Most people are not going to bring that up.
So, was also one of the reasons you backed off from him, other than the fact that he was the son, that he may have had some of his father's nature?
He could have, but me and this guy, it didn't last long. Trust me. When I found out who his father was, I didn't want nothing to do with him.
Okay. I'm glad that you worked your way out of that situation, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well, it was good talking to you.
It was good you called me, too.
All right, Pastor. Have a good night.
You too, darling. All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Any other lady that would like to call on tonight? Phone lines are open, and you're more than welcome to give me a call. I love to hear from you on tonight. And the fact that your mom supported you, and whoever this Michael Nolan is on Facebook, brother, you want to go. Okay. I mean, because I keep on seeing is Michael Nolan is watching. And it brings up a subject and a show that I may want to do. A show called Reveal Your Rapist, Reveal Your Molester. That you want to reveal, you want to give the name of the person that molested you, that took advantage of you. I think that might be a good show. 901-231-9239 is my number. Okay. You got to be careful of your children. Yeah, I think they'll make a good show. Yeah, I'd be scared to call, though, wouldn't you? I'd be sitting here looking all night long because you're scared. My name is Bromquisha. I was molested when I was 9 years old by Henry Jones. Henry Jones was going with my mama. I think that'd be a good show. I really do. All right, you can call me 901-231-9239. Yeah, I think that'd make a good show. Who you want to tell it on? Ladies and gentlemen, it's real out here. And your rapist does not love you. Your rapist does not love you. And guess what? If you tell your mama that a man is molesting you, raping you, fondling and touching you, and she does not respond in the positive, she don't love you either. She loves that man more than she loves you. And that to me is a shame. That to me is pitiful. But the question becomes, why is it that women will allow a man to take precedence over their child? Why do you let a man move into your house? Why? The number is 901-231-9239. Give me a call. Ladies, would you let a man move in your house? See, some of you right now listening and watching me, you got a man living in your house. Yeah. You got a man living in your house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you got doors in your house. And you know what? You can't even trust. You can't trust around your sons. Not just your daughters. Some of you women have been through this. I'm going to do this show. That's how I make a good show. Let you reveal it. Let you get it off your chest. That's what we'll call it. Get it off your chest. You've been holding it in a long time. Your mama don't want you to tell it. Let's go to Fort Lauderdale.
T.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead, T. Why you hang up, T? What you scared of, T? Who is this?
Ashley.
All right, come on, baby. Speak up so I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and talk about your subject. I have a daughter, and I was with her dad. We were married, and she came to me and told me and my mom that he had did something to her when she was like around 6 years old. And you know, you can be with someone for years and never know what they really are. And when my daughter came to me and told me about this situation, you know, I cut off all ties with her father. We had not seen him in like 6 years. He would not take a lie detector test to prove his innocence. You know, he's just basically abandoned the child.
All right, now,
And, you know, I just want to...
let me go back so I can fully understand. Did you say that he came to you and told you, or your daughter came to you and told you?
My daughter.
Okay. Your daughter came to you. How old was your daughter?
She was 6 when she told me. When she told me and my mother.
Okay, she was 6. And she told you that what happened, baby?
She told me that her dad, you know, he had been, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of talking slow because I'm nervous, but he basically, she basically just told us that he was, had been touching her, you know, like when she would go over his house, he had been touching her and doing inappropriate things to her when she would go around him. And it devastated me, that is. I mean, I'm still to this day devastated because she doesn't have a father in her life. There's, you know, I just don't trust anybody around her because of this situation.
Did you call the police?
Yes, I called the police. There was an investigation. He was investigated by the police. The police, you know, we went downtown to the Child Protective Services. They really didn't believe my daughter. They interviewed him, interviewed her. They didn't believe, you know, they didn't really go into why they didn't do anything about it. They, you know, I took her to the doctor, everything. I did all the things I could do as a mother to make sure that she was fully in, everything was investigated. I even paid $500 for him to take a lie detector test, and he never would take the test. I scheduled a test 2 times in the state where he lives in. He would not take the test. And it's basically like he's got away with everything.
Was he the biological father?
Yes, he's the biological father. I was married to him.
Okay. And you haven't seen him in how many years?
My daughter will be 12 this year, so it's been 6 years.
But you know the reason that he didn't take the test is because he's guilty of the crime, right?
I know that, and that's why I paid the $500 for him to take the test, so that I had so much anxiety and stress on me of wanting to see, you know, what was going on with the situation, that I said, hey, look, the last time he reached out to me, which was back in August, you know, he reached out to me trying to get in contact with me about seeing her. And I was like, no. I said, well, you need to take a lie detector test before we go any further.
And what did he
say? You know, I said, I'll pay for the test. He said he would take the test. So I paid $500 for him to take the test, and he never would take the test. I scheduled it for one weekend. He claimed he had something to do here in Memphis. He doesn't live in Memphis. So then, again, I scheduled the test for the next weekend. He did not show up for the test. And, you know, the people at the lie detector place, they told me, well, we can't give you your money back because we scheduled twice for him to come and he never showed up. So at that point, I was just really done with it. I just said, I'm done with the whole situation. I'm going to be the best mother I can be, and that's all I can be. That's all I can do.
And keep him away from your daughter.
Yeah, he has no contact with my child at all, like none.
But see,
his family doesn't. His family lives here in Memphis. They don't contact her since this situation happened. It's like a big battle between me and you know, his family because it's like, who do they believe? And basically, they're just taking sides with him.
What's his name, baby?
I don't want to reveal his name because
Why?
a lot of people know.
Know what?
A lot of people know him and know me,
Oh,
and I don't want
wait a minute.
to get out about my daughter.
Wait a minute. No. Your daughter is safe. Your daughter is protected. She's a victim. Okay?
I know.
Why not expose him? Okay? Why not expose who he is? Ain't nobody gonna look bad, gonna look down on your daughter. Here's a grown man that molested his child at 6 years old. You can't protect him, baby. Why are you protecting him?
I'm not protecting him. I'm protecting myself because number one, he
No,
knows
wait a
what
minute,
I
wait a
feel.
minute.
He will.
See, you wait a minute, baby, sweetheart, darling. You ain't the important entity in this. Because how many other young girls have been molested by him?
Right. You're right.
Okay, so why you protecting him?
Like I said, that is, I will after if we could go, if we could talk 1-on-1 and you could get more details into what's going on, I would rather talk to you off air. But I just really wanted you to know about the situation.
Which side are you calling me on off of? Instagram, Facebook.
I can text you. I'm calling you off of what am I calling? I just called you straight through my phone.
Okay. Let me look at this 50.
But I was just watching you on Facebook.
This 500 number is yours.
Yeah.
Oh God. What's your first name, baby?
Ashley.
Who? Ashley. Okay.
Yes.
I ain't gonna call you tonight. I'll call you tomorrow because I'm gonna be tired when I get off the air.
Okay.
But baby, I will expose him. I'll make sure all.
I have listened to you for so many years. I'm like one of your number one fans.
Thank you, baby.
But I just had to call in tonight because I just feel like, my child is a victim of this situation, and it's bearing so much on my heart that it's really like tearing me apart.
So
because I feel like
look,
this is something that I caused this to happen to her.
Does she ever mention it?
No.
So she's basically put it out of her mind.
She hasn't put it out of her mind because she I can tell, she has sad moments and stuff like that. I can just look at her face and tell, she wants to have because before this situation came up, like he wasn't really active in her life. When I had her, he wasn't really just like active. But it's like as the years went on by, it's like she just got a resentment towards him that I never understood what was going on.
So, do you know whether he's with another woman right now? Go ahead.
He actually had a child with another woman here.
Hold on just a minute, baby. Instagram, y'all timing out. Y'all want to come back? How about time? It's 9 o'clock. Actually, they don't be wanting to let me go home. I'm where I am at home, man. Oh, this is sick. This is really sick.
Yeah, it is, and yeah, he has a child, a little child with another woman here in Memphis that has
She has like 4 or 5 children, but I know she has
Hold on
daughters.
just a minute. Let me take Instagram down and bring them up back up. I ain't gonna stay another hour now. Yeah, I ain't gonna keep on doing this to me every night, just taking advantage of my kindness and stuff. Oh, hell. Whew. Okay, now actually this is a very grave matter, and one of the things that I've always told women is, do not protect your abuser. Okay. I think you were saying something about he's around other children.
Yeah, well, he has a child with another woman, but he lives out of state now.
He doesn't live in
So
Memphis,
no, he doesn't live in Memphis anymore.
but he has family here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, folk watch. What city does he live in?
I know he lives in Texas. I'm not sure what city he lives in.
Oh, they love me in Texas. Okay. They love me. I got folks that watch me all over the country. Okay.
Yep. I know. You the man, Dave.
Yeah, I am the man. I'll put his. If you got a picture of him, I'll put him up where everybody in the country can see him. And the reason I know he's guilty is he won't take the lie detector test, and he ain't fighting to have time with his child. A man that loves his daughter or loves his child will fight to be with his child. Okay?
You're absolutely right. You're right. I knew that moment when he went to the test, he was guilty.
In the investigation that the city of Memphis police did, why were charges never brought against him?
Well, they said that they couldn't find, any real evidence besides it was like basically her word against his word. And he even called, like when the situation happened, that's why I would rather talk to you out there because there's so many other details. So it's like when they started investigating him, he called them and basically said that, I was doing this and doing that in my house, so they investigated me too.
And what came back?
And so when nothing came with them investigating me besides the fact that I was raising a child. She was in the household with me. She lived with me. Everything was fine with me, but with him, it was like they never they couldn't find any evidence. I called the policeman about the situation. He acted like he didn't give us. He basically didn't even care, and it was just a whole bunch of back and forth, bull crap. So.
Well, I will call you tomorrow. It'll be in the middle of the day because I'm having some production work done in the morning. But I will call you, Ashley. I got your number and your name here, and I'll be in contact with you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much. And a lot of you just don't believe that this stuff go on. I've dealt with so many cases like this over the years. All right. Line's still open since y'all got me to bring y'all back up. It's just about 9 o'clock though. Ooh. And I don't know why you as women want to protect. And I know you don't. I know see, a lot of y'all be embarrassed. But why are you embarrassed? Why are you embarrassed? Let's go to Fort Lauderdale over the actions of somebody else.
See,
To accept, press 1.
Ma'am, now goddamn, this is about the second or the third time that you've done it, and you keep calling me. Sex old school, just shut the fuck up, please. Did nobody ask you for your opinions and advice? Okay.
hi, that is. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. It keeps on cutting me off.
All right, what's your name, Donna?
Hi, it's T. I just had a quick story that I wanted to share that happened to me when I was younger.
Okay.
I grew up in Jamaica, and we had a school where we went to that was really close in our community. So everyone kind of knew everyone. There was an older guy, very old. He walked with a limp. He walked with a cane. Everybody knew him in the community. And he would sell fruits. He sold newspapers. So whenever we would walk home together, he will always make it his point of duty to try to walk us home, give us, candy, fruits, but we're young, so we're not thinking anything of it. And one day I noticed he decided he was going to walk me to my gate. My house was the furthest out of everyone else. So I was the last one to go home. So this became a trend. Every week he would walk me home. But as I said, I'm young. I was like around 6, 7. I'm not thinking anything of it. And one day, we had some new neighbors that moved in across the street from us. So I noticed we're walking home, and he sees the neighbor, and he stops. And he says to me, "Oh, I can't walk you home today. I'll see you in the morning." So I'm like, okay, not thinking anything of it. Then my dad, later in the evening, he rushes in yelling, "Oh, did he touch you? Did he this? Did he that?" And I'm like, what's going on? So come to find out, long story short, the guy went to prison for 9 years for kidnapping another young girl in a different community, keeping her in his house for like over a month, and raping her and so forth. And we knew, no one in the community knew anything. If you see this guy, you would not expect it was a guy that was capable of something like this. So I'm just saying all that to say, it's always someone that you don't suspect is gonna, or expect is gonna do something like that. It's never the person that you suspect. So I just wanted to share that story because what you said earlier touched me when you said that you can't let anybody around your children, even if it's someone elderly or someone you trust or someone everyone knows, because you never know who's who, behind closed doors. So I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much. What part of Jamaica are you from?
Kingston.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you. Night.
Thank you. Good night. All right. Phone lines open if you want to get in. 901-231-9239. Don't forget to order my book, Bullshit from the Pulpit. Get the book. Okay. Also, if you are interested in going on the cruise, you must go to the email cussingpastormember@gmail.com. All right, any other calls tonight? If not, I can go. Yeah, 3 minutes after 9, yes. Ooh. Yeah. Watch your children. Your boys as well as your girls. Because some of these sick motherfuckers out here, they are doing anything to your boys too. Be careful. Okay. These are the type of shows I like to do. This is what I call ministering. But it ain't, I'm going to just go along with your story. We need to know what's going on. We need somebody that's going to talk blunt and honest. Like I do. You got to watch your boys too. Okay? You got to watch your boys. Yeah. I was teaching a thing once on the radio. Every state has a sexual offenders list. Go and check the sexual offenders list. See if your new boyfriend is a sexual offender. If he even supposed to be around children. Yeah. I know a choir director in Memphis. I'll tell you about that in a minute. He molested his own daughter.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept.
Who is this?
Julie.
Who?
Julie.
I can't understand you. What's your name?
Julie.
All right, Julie, what's on your mind?
I wanted to discuss the topic that you're talking about tonight.
All right, go ahead.
I have a couple of different things that have happened in my life. With me, I was molested at 2.5 by my real father.
How old were you?
2.5.
Okay.
And
how do you remember that you were molested? 6-year-old school? I don't give a fuck.
Because my mother walked in on us and took us from my father.
Okay. And she later told you the story?
Yeah, my mom explained everything to me when I got of age.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I have 6 girls, and my 15-year-old was molested by an 18-year-old.
Who was the 18-year-old?
It was a young man that she had met that she had wanted to let him come over to the house.
Uh-huh.
I let him come over to the house, and I fell asleep, and I woke up to my daughter screaming, and I went in to check on her, and she ran into the bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom. And it took me a while to get her to open up the bathroom door, but when I went into her room, there was blood everywhere. I couldn't get the bleeding to stop, so I had to take her to the emergency room, and they took her in for surgery as soon as I got her there. They said that the damage was very severely. They had to do several incisions to repair rips and tears.
So, in other words, he took her virginity?
Yes.
What did you do to him?
Well, we had him arrested, but he didn't do long in jail, and he's out. But not only did he rape my 15-year-old daughter and take her virginity, but he also gave her a sexually transmitted disease that's not curable.
That's not curable?
It's not curable.
What is it, AIDS?
I don't remember what they called it. It starts with a P, but she's never going to be the same. And I beat myself up all the time because I was there.
How long ago has this been?
Probably 12 years ago.
Okay. Have you sought counseling for your daughter?
She was seeing a counselor. She doesn't see a counselor now. She's married and has 3 kids of her own. But I still feel guilty because I let the kid in.
So let me ask you a question. There was nothing intentional on your part, the reason the act took place, right?
Right.
And this dog of a man took advantage and raped your daughter, right?
Uh-huh.
So let me ask you this. And I want you to answer this for me.
Okay.
When are you going to forgive yourself?
That's hard.
Why?
Because it's hard to forgive myself because now she can't. She has something that can't be taken away. We can't fix it. It's not something that we can fix.
But why are you still beating yourself up for it?
I feel like it's my fault because I let him come over.
You let him come over. Let me ask you, if a dog comes in your yard and poops in your yard, is it your fault?
No.
Huh?
No.
So, if this hurtful thing happened to you, and it happened to your daughter, but I know it hurts. I know the pain is real. But you got to forgive you. See, as long as you don't forgive yourself, you're allowing this rapist to have power over you. He still got you shook up. He's going on with his life. But he has your life shook up. Are you gonna let him win?
No.
Huh?
No.
Then you got to release and let it go, baby. Not let the act go. But you got to take the blame off your back and put the blame where it belongs, baby.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. Forgive yourself. I didn't say forgive him. Forgive yourself. It wasn't your fault. You got to keep reminding yourself it was not your fault. You thought you were doing something that was going to make your daughter happy by letting the little boy come over to your house. You didn't know what type of person he was, or you wouldn't have let him in your house. Would you?
Right.
If you had woke up while he was doing the act, you'd have took some deeper actions, wouldn't you?
Right.
So then you did everything that you could do, baby. What's your first name?
Julie.
Julie. Julie, you did everything that was possible. You fed your child. You did all you could do all her life to protect her. and then some other demon comes into your house and takes advantage of your daughter. You had nothing to do with it. Release yourself. Quit holding yourself hostage. Quit holding yourself bondage. Were you trying to do that, Julie?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. You beating up on yourself. You bruising yourself, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're mentally bruising yourself. Unball your fists, baby. Unball your fists and quit hitting yourself upside your head. Where you located at, Julie?
I'm in Missouri.
Okay, you're in Missouri.
Mhm.
Baby, release and let it go. Send me an email. If you want to talk about it, I'll call you and we'll talk. Okay?
Okay.
I'll even be your pastor.
I watch you every night.
You watch me every night, okay? But
Yeah, my boyfriend and I, we turn it on every night at 7.
Okay. What are you close to in Missouri?
We're in Camington, Missouri.
I don't know what that is either. Okay.
It's about an hour and 15 minutes from Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. Baby, let it go.
Mm.
Because you love yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't sound like a woman who has low self-esteem. You just sound like a woman that's suffering from hurt.
Mhm.
And you're hurt from something that you can't control. And what can you do about it at this point in time? Julie, what can you do about it?
All right.
Huh?
Well, the one person that I would call is no longer with us, so I don't have my mom anymore. So.
Well, you can't call her. I ain't got mine either. Some days I want to call her too, but hell,
Yeah.
you know what? My mama would tell me when I call her with certain situations. She'd tell me, man up. So what I'm telling you tonight, you just woman up.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Keep on loving yourself. Keep on feeling good for yourself. And if you see the motherfucker crossing the street, run your car over that motherfucker. That'll make you feel. Oh, that'll make you feel so good. Whoop, the brakes wouldn't work. Okay.
Okay.
The brakes didn't work. Julie, you got that email that was on the screen?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
You need me, baby. Just put Julie on there and put your number on there, and I'll personally give you a call, yeah?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
This hurting stuff is real, y'all. It's real. It's real. Yeah, we're praying for you, Julie, and anybody else that has been sexually abused. And the most important thing is forgiveness of yourself. It's forgiveness of yourself. Forgiveness of situations you can't do nothing about. Forgive you. Don't hold yourself hostage for the actions of somebody else. God got you. Whoever you are tonight, however you're hurting tonight, God got you. And I know you don't want to put it in God's hands, but you can do it. I couldn't imagine it happening to my daughters. I can't imagine what I'd do. But you thank God for his peace and his tranquility. All right. I think I've had enough for tonight. If you'd like to support this ministry, and this is all this has been tonight, is ministry. You know the Cash App. $ Naked Truth Ministries. Or you can go to the Zelle. And the Zelle is the email address cussingpastormember@gmail.com. This is all ministry. And I make all y'all my members. I make all of you my members. Send $300. Now, Mel's not here. She's out finding me a laptop and just requested that I send her $300. Yeah. And if you want to be a member, while y'all saying, hey, Mel, will you tell I just sent it? Shit. If you want to be a member, I am no longer in a church building. But, yes, I sent it realistic. Would y'all tell her to bring me something to eat too? Because I'm hungry now. Y'all don't understand how weighing and how heavy this becomes when you're sitting here, and especially when you come out of the real show, the real entertainment mode, and you go into the mode of being effective and helping people in their lives, and hearing the problems of a Judy, a Marie James, a Bernadette today. You don't understand this. You don't understand that these type of conversations can change the lives of people. Yeah, I take on that energy. You're right, realistic. But this is what I do. This is who the cussing pastor is. You wouldn't come to me with your issues and stuff if I was Pastor Joe Blow. But the cussing is the bait. Wisdom and knowledge and truth. And the word of God. We got to her red hook still. Bring me some crab legs or just something good. Ooh. I need Ursha. I've been sipping on this one glass slow all night. See, we have people that's hurting in our society. And hurt is real, man. You got so many people right now that's smiling, but they're hurting on the inside. They're smiling because they don't want you to see their pain. They're embarrassed about their pain. They're embarrassed about their hurt. Man. And that's why I didn't want to talk to no men today, because there was nothing no men could say on this. I'm called by God, no matter what you think of me. I'm called by God to minister to the unchurched. Folk that ain't going to nobody's church. You've been hurt in the church. The very folk that's supposed to love you look down on you because of where you are in life. I didn't ask for this, but God found me worthy. And my style, my bluntness, even my cussing. Ladies, forgive yourself. You've made some bad decisions about some men in your life. And you won't trust a good man because the record shows that you've only chosen bad men. Everybody don't want to take advantage of you. Everybody don't want to mistreat you. Everybody don't just want to fuck you and leave you. So you pick some bad men. Make up in your mind today, this is the last day I'll pull up with this. You got a man in your house that is not productive for you, to you. It's time to put him out because he ain't got no, it ain't his house nowhere. Time for him to go. And if you don't want to leave peacefully, use your piece of steel. You should want to be happy. You should demand that I'm going to be happy. What was the sermon Sunday morning? You got the power. The word says that you are a God and you are a child of the Most High. I love each and every one of you. Even my haters. You come to hate, but you end up staying. Whew. Yeah, I know I'm tired. Some of you ready to give up. Life has brought you to a point where you just want to walk away from life. You want to give up on life. You think that there is nothing in life that you can do that's going to be happy. Yes, you can. First thing is loving yourself. When you have a relationship with God and have a relationship with yourself, there's a bond that you should have. You're going to make errors. You're going to make mistakes, baby. But tonight, make up in your mind. Make the determination in your mind tonight that I love myself. Look in your mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Your answer should be, I am. That should be your answer. I am. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest of them all? I am. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who ain't gonna take no shit and I'm gonna be happy? I am. And no matter who you are tonight, I want you to know that God loves you. I don't care what state of mind you are in, God loves you. I don't care where you live. I don't care what your economic situation happens to be. God loves you. Yeah. Change the letters of EBT from something that is poverty. And let it stand for every day being tough. Yeah. Every day. Let EBT stand now for every day being tough. Every day, every day. I don't care what situation you wake up and you think that you're in. Tell them I got an EBT card given to me by God, and it says every day be tough. Every day. Be tough. Yeah. Every day. You wake up and you got some bills due. Every day, be tough. God got you. Do you believe God got you? Are you going to trust Him tonight? Are you going to keep on leaning and depending on Him? When folks don't care about you, when your family don't care about you, baby, maybe you ain't got nobody but you and your children. Every day, be tough. You got somebody that's mistreating you and abusing you. Every day be tough, and a part of that being tough is Xing them out of your life. I gotta go. I'm tired. And I still gotta put some music together to start off the morning. if you support me and you support this ministry, you support what I do, cussing pastor is tired tonight. But I need you to support. $ Naked Truth Ministries. $ Naked Truth Ministries. If you believe that God loves you and that God is going to see you through, just put on the screens, I believe. If you believe that you have the faith that will move mountains in your life, yeah. So I believe. If you believe that your situation is going to get better, put it on the screens. I believe. If you think that your days of poverty is over and that God is going to open up the doors of prosperity, if you work to be prosperous, say, I believe. If you believe that even though you got a mountain of bills, that God is going to make a way, just say, I believe. Yeah. And while you're telling them, I believe, tell them, Lord, I thank you. I thank you for just keeping me. When the tears were rolling down my cheek and I didn't know how I was going to make it, I thank you. You made ways out of no ways. You opened doors that have been closed in my face. You are my heart fixer. You are my mind regulator. You are my friend in a lonely hour. You are my company keeper. Lord, we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired. I'm going to go off and let y'all have this thing. Yeah. See, I see y'all and start praising. Y'all do know that when praises go up, the blessings come down. I don't care if you ain't no member of nobody's church. You my member. I'm your pastor. You ain't got to worry about going to the building. Tell God thank you. And when I see grown men on the page, thanking God, boy, that's real special. Ooh. Yeah, I feel a hoop. Don't turn the organ on me. Yeah. See, I'm beginning to feel a little preachy tonight because I never know on this program who need it. And ain't God so good that I don't care how bad you been, that God can reach way down and pick you up. He can reach way down. And what's so good, he can look beyond your faults and see your need. I ain't got no. Oh, I got 30 on. That's me. I got 30. That's all right. Ain't no need her telling me I got 30 minutes because I ain't gonna stay here another 30 minutes. Ooh. Yeah. Now, y'all got some time left. Don't y'all think the pastor get tired? But are you thankful tonight? Are you thankful for all that God, man, Julie, release it tonight. Yeah. release it tonight. Ooh. I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Some of y'all been going through some shit. Yeah. Yeah, God is good. God is good. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I'm not trying. I'm trying not to get. I won't talk back no more, baby. Please don't call me. Let me use my other phone. Marie James, not right now. For me. Any thankful folk in here tonight? Outdoors with no food and no clothes. Outdoors. Do you ever think about it? That when you see stuff on the news, it could have been you. That you could be sleeping on a park bench. You could be one of the ones that were frozen to death last week. Wherever you are right now, you ought to be telling God, thank you. I don't care if you ain't been to church in 50 years. Tell God, thank you. I don't care if you're going through something right now and you don't see no way. That's because you ain't telling God, thank you. I'm gonna go, y'all. Go on and tell him thank you. I love it when I see these men praising God. Almost out. I gotta go. But if I was on the radio, and see, I started off in broadcasting playing gospel music. If I was going to stop playing that, I would I'll probably go. Now I'm chauffing to go. I gotta go.
Had some weary days.
Some of you had these days.
And some lonely nights. But when I look around,
and when I think things over,
and I think things over,
I put my bad days and my good days on the scale of time, and I found
all
out
of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain.
just a little dog sometimes.
Sometimes the clouds hang low.
I can hardly
see the road.
I find myself asking the question.
I ask the question, Lord.
Why so much pain?
Lord, why so much pain?
But you know what I found out?
But He knows what's best for me.
Good God, man.
Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord.
Everybody know who's good.
I won't complain.
Oh, you find yourself at the house rocking it.
God has been so good to me. Has He been good?
Yes, sir.
He's been good to me. More than this whole world all you could ever be.
What have you been?
He's been so good to me. You know what he did?
You have a good plan over your situation?
Dried all of my tears away. Turn my midnights into day. So I'll just say thank you, Lord. I've been lied on, but thank you, Lord. I've been talked about, but thank you, Lord. I've been misunderstood, but thank you, Lord. You might be sick, body racking with pain, but thank you, Lord. The bills are due. Don't know where the money coming from, but thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I won't complain. It dries. 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 Every one of my tears away. My midnight in today. So instead of complaining, I learned how to lift them hands, look up toward heaven, and say, thank you, Lord. Tell him, thank you, Lord. 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 I won't complain. I won't complain. I know it's time to go home,
Yes, it is, bro.
but I won't complain. I used to, but I won't. I could, but I won't. 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 Can you say yes? Say yes. Say yes.
If you want to become a member of the Nicotine Liberation and Empowerment Ministry, just go to the website. Yeah, I want to be a member.
Wait a minute. Some of y'all been complaining.
I gotta go, man.
Some of y'all been mumbling. Some of y'all been grumbling. But you ought to thank God for bringing you this far. You ought to thank God for bringing you from a mighty long way. In your life, in your life, you ought to stand on your feet and praise the Lord.
I gotta go. I got it. That's the altar. And y'all timing out too. And I'm not coming back. I got to go. The God's been good to you.
We're living in a day and time
Just tell God thank you. I got to go.
where being politically correct is popular.
If you like to give to this ministry,
Can we turn that
cash
around
up right
again?
now if you would.
We're living in a day and time where everybody's saying the name of God.
Y'all
Nobody
time
wants to say the name of Jesus.
they gonna cut this portion off.
We don't want to offend the Muslims.
Wrong
We
hand
don't want to
mercy.
offend the Jews.
I got to go.
We don't want to offend the Arabs. And so therefore we crucify him of flesh. But I want you to know that there will come a time when every Muslim,
Wrong
when
hand
every
mercy.
Buddhist, when every Jew will have to get
I
down on
got to
their knees
leave it now.
and have to confess that at the name of Jesus, every knee shall die. So I want every blood washed believer to not
Lord
wait until
have
then.
mercy.
And if you've ever gone through something, you know right here that there's something about the name. Something, y'all. Something about the name.
Do y'all want me to bring y'all back one more
Something
song?
about the name.
Cause y'all time it out.
It's the sweetest name. Yeah.
Let me put him on pause. I'm on. Woo. Woo.
Sweetest name I know. And I love that name.
Yes, I love the name. I didn't put no disclaimer on it. I didn't even
That's right.
the sweetest name I know.
Explain to him what you really trying to say. What you really trying to say. Some people say I'm crazy, but I can't explain. I can't explain.
No, no.
How did it feel when you call his name? When I call your name. That's fire, that's fire. Said it's just like fire. Where's it? Where's it? Holy Ghost. When the Holy Ghost gets to moving, said he won't leave me alone. Clean up with us, clean up with us. Everybody. Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It's the sweetest name, yeah. It's the sweetest name I know. Wave at me if you love that name. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It's the sweetest name, yeah. How sweet is it? How sweet is it? I want you to tell Detroit for a minute. How sweet is it? Sweeter than honey.
I know.
Said it's sweeter than honey. Oh, from the honeycomb. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. When the Holy Ghost gets to moving, just won't leave you alone. Said he won't leave me alone. Oh, no. Now tell every Muslim member you, in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. What's going to happen someday? Every knee has got to bow. So tell them don't wait. You don't have to wait till the fire comes. What can they do? You can clap your hands. Praise him now. Oh, yeah. Let me hear you. Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. Is the sweetest name. It's the sweetest name I know.
I think y'all love the name Jesus.
It's the sweetest name, yeah. Take it to the rest. Take the rest. I know. I know. Everybody, let me hear you. Let me hear you. If you've ever gone through something,
Y'all know I gotta go, man. They can pull all this off. Y'all get no disclaimer on it.
listen. Last night, me and my wife were up to midnight with our 3-year-old. Had to take him to the emergency room because he had walking pneumonia. And see, you know, you take health for granted until it's your health. Just like we take food for granted until we run out of food. Just like we take our spouses for granted until we're walking by the casket and all we can do is wish that we could do things different. Just like children take their parents for granted. But I want to let you know, even when we take God for granted, what's so amazing about God is Paul says he does not treat us as our sins deserve. So that means that even in my imperfections, God is still perfect with his grace and his mercy.